against the mage because it has all the good death rattles, but it also has the Rexar. Like this is like this is exactly the hand which you want because the mage is not that aggressive. Like this is not a good hand if you need to defend against the aerial aggression, but the mage is not that great in terms of producing the aerial aggression. So
yeah, purple will be happy with his hand until he sees what he's up against. The Telesale was taken off the top as well, just in case.
Well, I think.
Oh my goodness!
I think purple knows that he is. It's almost impossible for him to win this matchup.
So, Stan, you're here as an analyst. How would you play this hand from Malygos?
Well, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes it's not that easy how greedy you should be because like sometimes you go with these X like immediately using play depths and one Fury can put you really away. But if you way too greedy, sometimes the Jaina can give a mage a chance. Like I don't want to say it's like 100% against 0. Like I think it's like 90% to 10, and it's obviously, quite a masterpiece to don't give your opponent any chance to win. Like you don't want to give him this 10% like if you don't need to. So it will be actually pretty interesting to see how Malygos will execute this game because he definitely don't want to give purple any chance to come back this game. So Keysmith is interesting. What you get? The image might be okay, or like now the image is bringing only the Stonehill, right? So it's not that appealing. Mana Bind is also not that appealing because like if you get a play def, it's not that great. So
I mean, purple will think this is one of his chances to win this game if he's ever going to get it with Polymorph, Lich King, and Jaina. But unfortunately for him, Malygos just has such a great hand.
Yeah, like he has very, very good hand.
Purple.
I like this play a lot
like
to put a Grizzly because now it cannot be answered with the Flame Strike yet, and you are still threatening to cube it away, while later it gets way weaker. So, as a purple, you need to save the Polymorph. There's no way to use it here.
Yeah, if you use up Polymorphs, your opponent starts cubing and Katunaing.
Yeah.
You're losing even more often.
Yeah, but now you can cube the Grizzly and play def. The question is it good enough? Maybe you can just play Rexar here. And start grabbing the value with Rexar every turn.
I guess you're not going to use Rexar in the first 2 turns anyway.
You can maybe. To just make 100% sure you will never run out of value.
Sure.
But like the cube play def is definitely a very solid option as well. The only question is it aggressive enough? Like you get all these Grizzlies, but they have only 3 power, while if you cube King Crash, it's a different level of aggression. So he gets the egg and put the eggs on the board.
Okay, so that's AoE protection.
That's very good against the AoE protection. On the other hand, it's not particularly aggressive. So if your opponents now play Meteor on a 5/5, you have only 4 power on the board. And maybe then he can coin out Lich King. I'm not sure. Like yeah, it's very good against the AoE. It's not that easy to handle as a purple, but you can maybe just ignore this board for a moment. Yeah, I have to say I'm not a huge fan of this play. So now, what can you do? Can just put Rexar, or you can put second Grizzly. Like I don't like this approach at all. Like this is way too passive, not getting that much value. Like it's probably still gonna be enough, but like now the Lich King can just come down. But purple would love to also coin out the Jaina.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do. But maybe the Lich King is buying too much time.
Another thing for purple to consider is if he can play a lot of his high cast spells and just get an Alana. If he draws Lana, just plop it on the board. That might be enough.
Yeah, that's sometimes like a good way how to fight back, but you need to have a quite okayish board before.
Yeah, he's nowhere near being able to achieve it right now.
So yeah, I guess now the Terror Creeper is fine and you can just develop it. So he's stalling.
Yeah, he's been stalling the whole game, so just his choices. Okay, the secret was kind of forced because the other two were bad, but he also took the Glue Meter when he didn't have to necessarily.
I like how Purple is playing, to be honest, because he's not using the more important resources, and he's staying alive. He's saving the coin to have an option to go for Jaina next turn. That's something you kind of need in case you want to fight in a value game. And yeah, now you just probably close your eyes and hope that you don't take that much damage after Jaina, because you need to sneak it in. Like, yeah, you can Blizzard here, but is it putting you somewhere? Because your opponent can either play King Crush, for example, or Rexar, and you don't get any further, so you just close your eyes, play Jaina, hope it doesn't go super wrong.
Yeah, this is the plays you have to make in Hearthstone sometimes.
Yeah.
Is take one turn, find your turn where you're willing to take a beating, and hope that
you don't die, and then you can go like Blizzard and Pink and try to create these elementals. Yeah, and now I feel like the game is not, you know, that clear at all, like who's gonna win. Obviously, it's not looking bad for Malygos, but
in terms of how we started
I feel like the Purple has way more chance than he should have. Now, obviously, now the King Crush has to be addressed, otherwise it could be cubed. And how you do that? Because you don't have mana for Polymorph Blizzard. So
I mean, Artificer, Blizzard, and hope.
Yeah,
there's only an egg in the cube.
Like the good thing is that the board is very full, so so there are the eggs in a cube. So
and then you can Flame Strike the turn after, maybe with Ping.
I think it's not looking that bad for Purple.
He'll get health back from his Water Ellie as well, and another minion.
And I like that because he's getting an extra minion.
And he knows it's only an egg. In fact, the egg going on the board is actually just nice for him anyway.
Yeah, that's nice for him, man. So now the Rexar will be used to kill the Artificer. But now we can question how beneficial are these eggs, because they're actually spamming the board quite a lot for Malygos. So
yeah, they're actually a problem for Malygos right now in some ways.
Like, obviously, the value out of Rexar is tremendous.
Oh, of course, yeah. But
so it will be really difficult to beat for Purple, despite he has Jaina active on the board.
Yeah, everything we say has to be taken in context at the moment, at least, of Purple started off with very little chance. So when we say he's doing well, just bear that in mind.
Yeah, like, he's doing well in terms of, like, having 20% instead of 0.
Yeah. Could just polymorph a couple of things here and leave your opponent with a board of sheep.
Like, he can trade the King Crush away, and or he can trade this and polymorph the King Crush and ping the sheep, or
yeah, he's just in sheep only mode now.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like a farm out there with all these sheep and eggs.
Sheep and eggs.
And of course he is gaining that 6 health a turn, which isn't relevant now, but will be in a turn or two.
Yeah.
However, Cube, Play Dead, and Houndmaster would be nice, but Malygos doesn't have the space.
Yeah, he doesn't have the space, so...
Can he make some space trading the sheep? Cube off an egg.
Maybe he can just get a zombies again and, like, switch to full value mode.
Yeah.
So... very, very close decision again. Like, it's always so difficult to decide which zombies you should pick.
Yeah, it's no surprise that some of the longest games are these Hunter Mirror matches when they both draw Rexar on 6.
Yeah, like, okay, Defender is probably very good because...
Activates the eggs.
Because you activate the eggs. Like, Unraveler is also, like, quite tempting because, you know, it makes the AoEs way more difficult to use, but, like, using Defender on the eggs is even better, I feel. Yeah, I like that. And now I guess both eggs will be traded away, or he can just shoot the sheep and develop a minion, right?
Yeah, he's going for this.
I like it.
He has double Dragon's Fury in a way in a minute to clear
like
up
at
everything.
some point he can clear everything out. But like it's still difficult to beat this Rexar in a long term. So now.
Yeah, he needs Alana and he needs some luck to go with it.
Yeah, now Lich King has to be addressed, and there are 5 power on the board. So with Ziliax you can do that, or you can play the Huntmaster because the 5/5 out of the egg will get rush.
Zombie poisonous.
Yeah, so I think yeah,
now
Rexar plus something is kind of clearing the board, and like the purple has Alana. That's his win condition. He needs to set up this swing turn. So if Malygos has a chance to get a poisonous Death Rattle trigger, that's something he should get to be ready for Alana. Then he should win the really long game. So he's saving the Huntmaster maybe against the Alana turn.
Yeah, that makes sense for now because he hasn't got a way to deal with it easily right now.
I'm not sure if this
Purple's going to get all his health back, and he has run out.
Like the purple doesn't have like issue now with this next couple of turns. Like he has an issue of running out of value eventually. So like he will get the healed back at to 30 at some point. But
I mean, he may. The reason that's relevant is he may be able to hold on to some of these AOE spells.
Yeah, like he's not in a rush with all the resources. Like he needs to make a game-winning play, like not how you survive, but how you actually win the game.
And the Raven thinning the deck, getting him closer to that Alana.
And maybe he should start going face a lot.
But that's what he thinks too, by the look of this play.
Yeah.
I'm winning this race because I'm gaining 12 and you're doing 10.
Yeah, like he's always winning the race.
Good race. So, force a reaction from Malygos.
Yeah, and suddenly...
Yeah, it's just starting to look like Malygos might need something from the Rexar here.
Yeah. I would probably just start with Rexar Zero Power again, like, but Malygos got a bit nervous, so he feels like he wanna go a bit more aggressive on the board because like he just cannot afford to fall behind. So he's playing the Shaw and clearing as much as he can.
Yeah, which isn't actually that much. It's not bad, but it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
And look at all this AoE. Because the way Purple has been picking off the eggs one at a time in his own way, he has saved all this AoE.
Like, what's important is that the Shaw was used. So after there will be the Dragon Master Alana. The dragons will be very difficult to deal with unless he will pick up the good Death Rattle poisonous blowout out of Rexar. So now is it Flame Strike turn or not? You can trade both eggs, or you can attack Shaw.
Yeah, it doesn't kill the cube, which is important.
Yeah, I think you should go Flame Strike here.
And you're back to 30, so you can take a hit or two. You've seen Katharina go, you've seen King Crush go, you've seen Shaw go. Yeah, this Rexar is going to have to get some work done now.
Yeah, it has to. Like, and it's definitely capable of doing all the work, but it will need to take some extra time. Yeah. So yeah, I would always start with discovering the zombies here. Like, you basically need to do that every turn. And then you can trigger the Stalker to get 2 5/5s. But you also need to keep one Death Rattle trigger.
Yeah.
For the poisonous. So, but now you need to get these 5/5s too. So
this will be a Dragon's Fury turn. Oh, he hasn't seen. Oh, he's seen both polymorphs.
Yeah, like there are not that many.
I think that's it. I think it's guaranteed to do 5
answers to big board, but like on the other hand, like these elementals are, you know, freezing your board after trading. So like, what now? Like another flame strike, or the Fury will be played now? I
think
guess.
the Fury. You've seen both polymorphs, so it's not going to ever miss. Yeah. Plus, these cards get worse. Like he's getting through his deck.
Yeah, Fury, you can you know, heal the elemental by using the hero power. Or no, he didn't
Maybe
get
not,
4/5, so that's unlucky. But you put a Oos on the board, and now you grab the initiative.
And he's dealt with basically every death rattle that matters. Okay, there's a spider bomb, sure. Prove me wrong, but all the big ones that matter.
Yeah, like now you have big ace card as Alana. Like it gives you super big board. Like if she would be here now, it would be almost GG. So unfortunately for Purple, she's not presented. And once again, like we can go back to the moment when Maligos at the very beginning of the game get many X, didn't get any aggression.
Yep.
And he gave Purple so much time to sneak in the Jaina. And now look how much work she did, like how many elementals were around forever.
And also the turn that Purple was willing to take almost lethal damage.
Yeah, I really like how Purple approached this game. Like he's really on point. So now, do you play Doomsayer? You don't.
I think he thinks he's ahead.
Okay. But he is.
I think he's right.
So, but now there was the big guy.
Yeah, the bloke bat, but no
poisonous. Yeah, you get a penguin, right, to have him for cheap. Or he could, okay. Put a 4/8. Like these minions are massive on the other hand, so. But the Purple needs to sneak in the damage.
And he can't play this Doom Pact because he needs.
Like the fatigue is bad for him, but there's Alana somewhere around.
Exactly. Well, Astromancer should at least give something decent. 5 drops.
Well, that's a decent one. 4/6 is good. And you can see how Purple is smashing this face. It's important because that's the way how he can win. So Defender of Argus. What should do? Flanking strike.
Yeah, you've got to not die. Stating the rules of the game very clearly there, but you've got to not die.
There are no fireballs in Purple's deck, so
yeah,
that's fine.
As long as you stay on the board. Yeah, this seems like a good way of doing it.
Yeah, and you try it, I guess. Like now, the gears switched, so you are the control as a hunter, and now he's looking to grab some lifesteal. Lifesteal minions. So
lifesteal and exploding poisonous bats. Before Alana comes, we've been talking about Alana for a long time. I feel like if Purple had drawn her in the last 2 or 3 turns, he'd have just have won.
So now what you can do is that you play Doomsayer and hope it will get hit by the random minion kill.
This keeps you ahead on board though and gives you a good chance of getting a 3/6.
Yeah.
And this time he's going to set up his second Astromancer. But he realizes it makes it smaller.
Now you can just jam the Doomsayer. Like it looks super scary for your opponent because he might think like there's Alana on the other side of the board, so he can even go with the.
Decides not to though because the size of the Astromancer. 5 drops are much better than they're not that much better than 4 drops, but they're better enough.
So.
And the Owl would have actually been quite bad for him, as it turns out.
So lifesteal it is, or is it charge? Yeah, free fear lifesteal is what he wants. And he's clearing the board. And I guess will be super pleased if he will not see the Alana here. Because like he would die to full board of dragons.
Yeah.
And
there she is!
Holy moly. But
Purple's just going to set it up with the Doomsayer.
Still patient, and he's setting it up with the Doomsayer.
The Doomsayer that he saved last turn.
Yeah.
So
But like
The end is coming, he says. I think he might be right, but let's see.
We will see. Like there will be definitely more, you know, zombies discovered, and
The Echo Rush probably not good enough because it won't be very cheap if the first card taken had been cheap.
It's not that great for purple because, like, you know, there's Silence Doomsayer on the board, so there will be one less dragon. So if this wave of the dragons will be dealt, then it's not looking that great for purple.
Right.
But like he has to go for that.
Right. Have you got it, Malagos?
So what will happen here?
He pressed this button quicker than he's ever pressed a button in his life. I know he took it quick. I don't know what the first one was, but there's Poisonous Rush here, but it's too much mana. No.
This is not good enough, right?
Doesn't look good enough.
You can attack with the weapon. So another 5/5 is cleared.
But he's got to clear them all. Well, yeah, he gives it up.
That's it, yeah.
Purple is the WESG champion for this year. And $100,000.
Yeah, but well-deserved victory. Like, he won. Like, when we saw the hands like Egg, Rexar, Katrina, did you imagine, like, how Purple can beat this? Like, I felt like he has a tiny chance, but, like, the execution was so perfect, and, yeah, maybe a bit shaky play for Malagos, like, to be way too passive with ODX, like, you know, to play around the AoE, but Purple recognized he don't need to take care about his board, took a lot of damage, but sneaked the Jaina in, get a ton of value, and in the end he found Alana for